Hey everyone, welcome to Embracing Health with Shahadah and Becky. I apologize for the voiceover, but when I was recording the video, the background noise was just a little too much. So in this video, we're going to go over some alterations or alternatives to the 500 Club exercises for the 100 Days of Fitness, just to give you guys a little bit more of a challenge in some cases, or possibly make it a little bit easier on you, and just to have some fun with it. So let's get started. So the first exercise we'll talk about is the lunge. As you see, I'm going forward with the right foot and back, and then the right again. I'm doing the lunge on the same side. Or you can do it on both sides and switch it up while you count out your reps, where you do both sides at the same time. Whatever you find easier is fine. Another alternative is to get into the standing lunge position and then lower into a lunge and back up. That might be a little bit easier for some people. Or if you want to make it harder, you can jump with the lunges, and I'm going to admit that the form here isn't the greatest. Now, if you have some space, you can always go into your backyard or go up and down your sidewalk and just do lunges this way. I find it's a lot more fun because you're moving around. So here you see that you will pause in between the lunges, but then next you'll go straight into the next lunge. I find that if you have balance issues, stopping at each lunge is a little bit easier than going straight into the next lunge. You can also always add in the jump as you do your lunges while walking. Next up are push-ups, and to make these a little bit more fun or challenging, you can add some shoulder taps in between each push-up, or you can add a little bit of a side shuffle in between each push-up. It's a lot more fun if you do it to a really nice beat and some music to kind of keep on track. But this is a little bit of a fun exercise to add to your push-ups. Obviously, if these are a little too difficult, you can go onto your knees, or you can find something that's a little bit higher off the ground so you have less weight to push off of. Moving on to planks, you can always do them on your forearms, straight armed, or even on each side. But to make them more fun, you can do walking planks as shown here, which make it a little bit more challenging. Or you can even do some shoulder taps, just like when we showed you with the push-ups. So it kind of makes it a little bit more fun, adds some variety to just the plain old plank. And if you're feeling energetic, you can always turn your planks into mountain climbers. Next, we have the squat. Now, you see here I'm doing a regular squat, but to mix it up, you can always add a jump. If the jumps scare you, obviously take it easy. You don't have to go as deep as I am. And if you have joint issues, obviously be wary of that. Or you can turn your squats or your jump squats into burpees. And also what I thought of after I filmed this was you could always at the bottom also add a push-up, so you're kind of hitting two exercises at once. Lastly, we have the basic crunch. It can kind of be boring by itself, but with some alternatives, you can make it a little bit more fun. So here we have both legs raised straight up into the air. If that's a little bit too difficult for you, you can always bend your knees at 90 degrees. It makes it a little bit easier than the straight legs, but a little bit more difficult than the feet on the ground. Or you can do one leg straight up at a time. Do so many with the right leg, then switch over and do so many with the left leg as seen here. If you also want to mix it up, you can do some bicycle crunches and so forth, just to kind of have fun with it. Well, that's it for this video. I hope you guys have some fun ideas as to how you can kind of mix up the 500 Club exercises. I did want to stress that safety is very, very important to us. So if you have concerns with any of these alterations or alternatives, please just listen to your body and also your doctor. If your doctor doesn't want you to do jump squats or lunges, please stay away from those. And always remember that if you can't do the straight 30 reps for a specific exercise. It's okay to do them 10 at a time with little breaks in between, because at the end of the day, we want to get you closer to that 100 rep goal, not necessarily that we want you to expect to be at a certain spot. Everybody is different, every body is different, and we just think this would be a fun challenge for everybody to just see what the human body is capable of. So I hope you found this video helpful and fun, and I know that my form isn't the greatest, but I'll work on it, as we all can during these 100 days of fitness. All right, comment, like, etc. We love to hear from you guys, and I hope you guys are having fun with this challenge. So we'll see you guys later.